So today we're going to be changing out the tie rods. We're going to do an upgrade to the SPL. Tools that are going to be needed are going to be a T47, T30, a 21 millimeter, along with a 24 millimeter. Now I'm using my strut and shock absorber removal tools. This makes it so much easier for when you need to remove your stock tie rod. As you can see, one of the torque bits goes in there. So to prevent that from preventing the ball joint from moving, simply have it in there just like that. Well, you know, makes life a whole lot easier. The T47 will be used to release the tension from the tie rod to the inner tie rod. The 21 millimeter socket will be used for the stock tie rod. The 24 millimeter will be used for the SPL tie rod. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to unloosen our tie rod from our inner tie rod using our T47. Next, we're gonna break the nuts or the tightness using our 21 millimeter socket. Once it's broken, we can go ahead and switch. I'm gonna be switching to my shock and strut removal tool with our T30. Just like so. Make sure it goes in the right direction. There we go. There we go. Remove the nut. Now, she might give you a little bit of trouble want to come out or not. Happy for me, it was easy. Now you want to mark it or keep count as how many turns it turns. So it'll be one whole turn from starting position, and it'll be one full turn. So keep count of that, and when you install your new tie rod, you'll install it with the number of counts you counted to get near as possible to the alignment, and then from there you can take it to, get aligned. So now with the tie rod off, it took me 32 turns. I'm now going to count 32 to reinstall, to install the upgraded tie rod. And once you installed that, you're going to go ahead and insert this just like so, where the spacers are right here on the top side. And you put your bolt back on. And remove the top bolt along with the spacer. You're gonna need to wiggle it around some until you're able to get it in there. Put your spacer than your nuts. And now you're going to tighten her down. Now, both these nuts are 24 millimeters, so you're going to have one up on top, the other on the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and we're using the rotor to help hold the top nut as we screw on the bottom. Now since that's done, we're going to go ahead and tighten the top. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and tighten tie rod onto the inner tie rod and make sure this one's tight, which it is. So now what you want to do, you're going to lift up this to height, drive height, and then you're going to torque both these to 180 foot-pounds. That's what SPL says. And then you're going to torque this down to 150 inch-pounds. And then you're done. Oh, and make sure that since you have the spacers on, you have the right amount. And you know this by this being parallel to the control arm. And here's the end result.